Hey. Good morning, sweet children of love and light. Babies, as I call you, beautiful beings, bathed in light and love. Do you realize that? Do you know that? Well, that's the next step we're taking, is to realize that we babies that are human beings here on earth are bathed in love and light all the time. And that's the only way we can endure anything we do here. It's just been totally nuts. Nuts in a good sort of way, for a lot of it anyway. But nuts, you know, it's a life lived in insanity, and it's a lot of pain and suffering, heartbreak, you know. Gosh, seems like every time you turn around, having to cover up some part of your heart so people don't see that you're sensitive, you know. But babies, you are sensitive. You've just covered it up. You know, you've used drugs and shit too. You make yourselves go numb. You know, and that's no place to be. It's not near as much fun as being able to feel your way through life and be sensitive. But in order to be sensitive, you have to allow yourself to be caring. Care for one another. Give a hoot. Don't pollute the atmosphere with your negativity, man. You see, this life rocks. And it's meant for us to be living in paradise, for heck's sakes. But the trail that leads there goes through some pretty rugged territory. There's some pretty hard climbs and big old rocks to go over and around and through. And you got to portage yourself and your canoe. I mean, you know, it's a lot of work. And there's lots of dangers between here and there. Hell, you might get eaten by a bear. Wolf come up and steal your knapsack, man. You got no dinner for 6 months. Whatever. You know, but it's such a beautiful experience. When you get to the point where you're near dying, you usually get, you know, these reflective memories coming back. And you begin to see the sweetness. It brought you all the agony and pain. I mean, they got you through it, bathed in love and light. It takes a while to realize that. But see, we're all, as a planet, as human beings, we're all kind of in this near-death moment now, where our eyes are beginning to see and our hearts are beginning to open up. The old machine, it don't work so well anymore. I've been out there traveling around a bit, you know. That's what I do for a living sometimes. But anyway, I've been out there traveling around for a bit, and son of a gun, you know, at least down here in the Southwest, it's like changing the machine don't work the way it used to, you know. It's kind of lost its color, its vibe, you know. Everything's beginning to break down. It's kind of strange. And in some places, there's tension, because everybody feels the change. There's not as much money to go around as there once was, and people can't live quite as high. I mean, American gluttony is on its way out the window. At least that's what it appears to be. Yeah, the gluttony's going. I mean, why would you want to have excess if you're happy as a clam already? I mean, you know, you take what you get and you leave the rest for everybody else, because you care. This is where we're headed. This is why the machine is breaking down. You can't be unconscious anymore and just go through it the way you've done for so long, working these jobs for a paycheck. What the paycheck? And you got real estate you got to own, and you got, kids you got to hustle off to school so they can be indoctrinated in the ways of the world. Nah. Babies, we rock a lot more than that. And now we're going to get on the roll. I'm telling you. These next few weeks bring some real incredible steps in this journey. It's like we're right at the pinnacle of success. But 95% of us are feeling like failures. And that like they're going to die, that if things fall apart, there's not going to be anything left. Well, then all you got to do is open up and see forward a little bit. Take a look at what's just ahead. I mean, you can see it. It may be over the mountaintop. But you got a special kind of vision inside that'll take you across over there and let you have a look. Know what I mean? It's the visionary realm. Hell yeah. But it's reality. It ain't the vision. The vision's here. We're the aberration, baby. And now we get to go out there and see what's coming and learn to see with our inner eyes and to feel our way through this life. Holy crap-a-moly. Now, ain't that going to be different? But that's why a lot of folks feel like they're dying these days. A lot of them feel like they're coming back to life at the same time. But that's the reasons for it. Because we're going back to our new way of being, which is our old way of being. Geez, we love you kids. The grandmother and I and this precious earth and all the beings that surround us. No matter how nasty they've been, they're filled with nothing but love for us. And as we begin to see what's inside ourselves, this darkness, as you say, can have nothing but the deepest respect for us. It loses the old attitude. And that's what feels like dying inside yourself. That old darkness. That unconsciousness that makes you hurt so bad. Let me tell you that it does. It hurts so bad. But it hurts so good. We can let it go. We can begin to care. And just because of a few simple little things like that, we create paradise on earth. Now, as much as we'd like to feel that we know our way or don't know our way, we need a little help. Nothing wrong with that. So we begin helping out one another again, caring and sharing, all across the face of this earth. I mean, a lot of that's going on anyway. This just becomes a little deeper, a little more profound, a little more of a blessing to one another. And you may think I'm some old fool sitting here in this little studio in Crestone, Colorado, ranting and raving. But you've just been touched by the experience of the heart, so now you know how it is to feel, how it feels. You begin to understand what heart is. Consciousness, awareness of the presence of your being. You already got that going on now. A little energy comes through while we're doing this little tape. And Wing, you got it. And we're there. And rocking down, babies. So, that's what each of these little tapes is, these videos we've been doing, is just a neat little way to convey some energies. Have a little fun with y'all while we're doing it. And you know, there's no point in upsetting you. I pushed you around a bit here and there. No, you can always push back. I mean, shoot. We're in the game together. And we all play a seemingly separate part. Oh my God. When we start to see how integrated our roles are, when we realize that, the integration's built right in. And there's no need to supervise or regulate it. Don't need bosses. Don't need the crew. Just need the energy of love coming on through. It works naturally. We are so put together. I mean, geez, oh guys. We live in a very divine space. We're integrated. We're all part of the greater whole. The personal being of God. Oh my goodness. Something like that. And it's in every one of us and everything that lives. And you know what? It's happy to be alive even when it's dead and gone. Because it ain't never dead. It ain't never gone either. Of course, we realize that as we go along. This earth has been through a lot of transitions. I've been in a lot of painful places and a lot of beautiful ones too. There's a sweet side of life that just bowls us over at times. Looking down the side of that mountain and realizing what a grand thing life is and how good it is to be in it, even if you're just a little speck of dust in the wind, man. What a great speck to be, man. You sparkle like a son of a gun. There ain't nobody not going to notice that speck going by. Believe me, on the wind. Guys, we're about to step into a time when we thrive. And hell yeah, everybody's afraid of that. Fear up the gazoo, because we're not used to it. We're used to the other kind. Holding it back, holding it in, and letting it kill us. And then going to the doctor and getting some drugs to help us feel better about it. Get us by for a while. Meditate. Communicate in yourself, Be here. Don't worry about it. Just let it come. Whatever it is going to be. And whatever it's going to be, it is. We're there already. It's just simply a matter of realizing ourselves into it. For real this time, Now I got to tell you, I wrote this book a while back, and it's called The Atomic Bum. I don't know if I can get it on camera or not. Maybe you can see a little of it. Yeah, get it back over there, Grandpa. There! That's the dude. That's the good dude, floating into the sun. Notice he's spread out like on a cross, but not on a cross, man. I mean, it's very metaphorical. This little book is some of the pages of my life. There's a lot of sweat, blood, and toil in there. Some real gritty shit. Some real metaphorical stuff too. And the cosmic reality of the game. And it's written in a way so that you can understand it. The whole darn work is a cosmic metaphor. And what that means is it helps you see through. By reading pages out of another person's life, you begin to realize similarities in yours. You begin to see a little more of the truth that we're all in it together. And this little book has the history of the earth right there in it, babies. Right there in it. The history, the mystery of the earth revealed. Now it's going to be a little tough to read. You want to take it easy, chapter or two at a time. Just kind of absorb it. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon.com and probably BarnesandNoble.com too, you know. Even got it on Kindle so you can read it on your little computer screen, your little Kindle screen. Yeah. Technology, wow. You're about to be overwhelmed by it, babies. Better run and hide. Find a place where nobody can see. Oh my. Aren't we the greatest love that ever lived? And with that, I'm going to leave you this morning. But not without we put a little pleasure in our heart. Babies, you rock. You've got through it. Now we start to roll. For real this time. Sit back, relax, let it happen. Babies, we love you. The angels are here with us all the time. Angels? Yeah. For real. It's around everybody, everything. Be ready, babies. Because what you see is what you're going to get. And your eyes are opening up now. It's time to reveal the presence of your heart, your true heart, to yourself. And to be the ever-present person that you are. Filled with graceful and divine love. And having the power of that love in motion, moving through you, amplifying through your heart and touching the hearts of others. And provide for the care and needs of everybody everywhere. Intrinsically, automatically. Because we live there in that heart. And therefore all the things we've done, all the things we've been through, start to become understandable. And we can let go of this course of self-correction, having to renew ourselves every 23 minutes and make ourselves stay on track, have rules and so forth. We just live by them automatic. We let go of all that tension. Don't even have to think about it. It just is. Because the love's in motion. You got the powers, honey. And honey means sweetheart, don't it? Yeah. Sweet babies of love, learning to live your life again. Holy cow. I love it. Hope you do too.